And so we are traveling to Advent Manor. Off we go. Because the people who tried to kill Brutus are parishioners of an old Oakmont church. Why did I say Advent Manor? What did I... Was it the loading screen said or something? I don't even know why I said that. It might have been on the loading screen itself. That guy just vanished from existence right in front of me. We're trying to see if we can find information about this old church via the records. The men who brought Brutus to the crematorium were most likely parishioners of one of Oakmont's churches. Warren says the men mentioned a Lord of the Woods. The district, Oakmont. Wait, that's just the entire area, isn't it? That's not actually helpful. Okay, citizens. Citizen records? Yeah, I kind of thought not. They mentioned a Lord of the Woods. Probably a modern result, right? Enterprises? Other. Other is so unhelpful, by the way. Legal documents. The crematorium was in Reed Heights. Maybe I should include that. Blah. I mean, citizen makes the most sense. I don't know, how would you look up a church? A Lord of the Woods. I could be wrong about the idea of looking it up here. Let's give the library a try. My primary issue with the library is that I haven't used it yet, so I'm not familiar with what the search terms are, which could be our answer. By the way, I should note, I know what this is about now. The bestseller, Sherlock Holmes and the Mystery of Creepy Watson. It's a reference to a viral video about one of their games, because these guys made the Sherlock Holmes games. And in one of the games, Watson wouldn't walk around. Instead, he would teleport like a weeping angel. And that was terrifying. He would just teleport around when you weren't looking. Like Elizabeth from BioShock Infinite, except Elizabeth from BioShock Infinite also had other things that helped her be a vague facsimile of life, instead of just the teleporting part. In fact, a lot of people don't even notice that she teleports, but I was very aware. Very creepy. Borrower history, author, publisher. Restricted section, religion. There we go. Local religion. Borrower history? Modern. The Lord of the Woods. Religion. Local. Other? Huh. Maybe at a little bit of a dead end. Okay, so it could be something you can look up, or it could be... I might have missed a detail. I'm not recording this the same day as the previous episode, so maybe I've lost track of a detail. Or maybe it's something that I only make progress on after I head up the other prong of this storyline. So let's instead look into the situation of how I'm supposed to infiltrate this manor. And if I finish that and then this is still a dead end, then I know I've messed something up. And I'll look deeper into it. But it very well could be a thing that's kind of a dead end until I proceed with this other fork of the story. Because unlike most missions so far, this one does have multiple parallel elements happening at once. And sometimes you need to make progress in one to make progress on another one. In some games. Carpenter Manor. The Carpenter family offers food and medicine between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. each day, one piece per person. Well, that makes the Carpenter mansion exceedingly easy to find. Thank you. Brutus thinks someone close to him planned to do away with him, and then take his position. He doesn't remember much, but thinks that the diary from the safe in his room may help him discover who it was. Somehow I need to get inside the manor without causing alarm. Carpenter's Manor is in southern blah, 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 blah. Well, it looks like it might be relatively normal for people to approach the house at least, so that might stave off some suspicion. These guys seem happy just to stare at the food, though. Oh, those are entire fish that are just boiled in the pot, I guess. In the rain. Can I talk to you?
Hey you! No loitering. Only workers are permitted on the premises.
What's happening here?
You're handing out supplies for free. That seems awful charitable.
Mr. Carpenter is a pillar of our community, generously donating half of our supplies to the people of Oakmont in their time of need.
I'm looking for work. I heard you might have a job.
Sure. There's a sack of potatoes in the basement of the manor. Go get it. Bring it here, okay?
Got it.
Get a move on then.
Really?
I could use some supplies. If you can spare them, that is.
Here. Take some medicine.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
You can't carry this.
Bye.
Yep, I knew it. Really? I just walked up, was like, yo, can I get a job? And they're like, yeah, go on in.
Okay. I'd kill for a good fight.
I was expecting to have to be all creative about it. Yo, you can only get in here if you're a worker. Alright. I'll work for you guys. Shit. Yeah, go on in. Okay, those guys are clearly guarding the door, so it's going to be more complicated than just that. Seems like no one else is around, though. I can go in the back door just fine. Is that a KKK outfit? No. Yes, I don't know. The star is just... that crest is distressing. The patch. I think that might be related to that kind of stuff. It's definitely a white costume. Okay. Not a ton of useful signs. I don't think I can climb the building in any meaningful way. I might just genuinely need to go get the sack of potatoes and not just use it as a cover for getting inside. Who left the fridge open? It's also... everything inside is empty, I guess, but still. The cold box needs to be closed. I can almost see it being possible to climb out of here, but I don't think that's going to be quite it. It'd be pretty funny if I could climb past those guards. They're very dedicated guards, just standing in one place the entire time. Alright. I'm gonna be a good boy and grab a sack of potatoes, because I'm such a good guy. Shell casings. Yep, can't craft anything. Wow, I maxed out on all these items. Except for this, which requires rags. So yeah. If I can't carry any more of something, I can't, it's too bad. Can't craft anything else to deal with that problem right now. Which is not really a problem. Oh no, all of my items are full. It's only a problem in that.
So, where are the potatoes?
That's unusual. Wait, I'm gonna CSI this shit? Sacrifice my sanity to psychically track the lost potatoes? How could you do this, sir? I'm gonna go down here. Well, that's concerning. There, it's less a sack of potatoes and more just a sack, as it turns out. Why are they in crawl mode? What's up with that? Somebody stopped midway through a game of cards. Really? Wow, we're really going for it, huh? I just took damage from jumping over that. Oh, there's monsters in here. Wow. Went 0 to 100 a little bit, didn't we? Okay. Calm down, I'm shooting monsters. You know they're right here, right? Like,
He's completely mad.
you idiots. He's mad. He's completely mad. He's shooting the horrible monsters with his gun.
Help me. Please.
Who would do such a thing?
Help me.
That guy is currently trapped here. I'm gonna take your potatoes.
Ah, please, friend. Don't take away my food.
Your food? This is stolen. This sack was meant to go to the hungry.
We are the hungry, mister. Me and my family. I have 5 children to feed and nothing to feed them with. Ah, look, we'll starve to death without it. Have a heart.
Did you really make the guy stealing potatoes Irish?
I don't get it. You can have food for free. The Carpenters are distributing it. So why steal?
They'd only give me 1 portion. Even though I told them that my wife and kids are too weak to get here.
Don't worry, I get it. Look, hang on to the sack for now. I'll try to work something out for you, okay?
Oh, thank you, mister. Kay bless you. You're a lifesaver.
Just don't go anywhere. I'll be back soon.
He's gonna take off, isn't he? Like immediately. That's what I would expect, because he's got a family to look after. But I don't really think he's gonna actually stick around. But we'll see. I'm open to surprises. Don't we all like surprises?
There's a minor issue.
What? What issue?
Well, the sack was stolen by one of your workers. I tracked him down so he's not going anywhere, but I'm trying to decide what to do with him.
Damn thieves. Man, take them.
I'm sure your boss would want to know about it, but I can see you're pretty busy. Tell you what, I'll go talk to him for you.
You're right. I'm needed here. Vera, go see Mr. Graham Carpenter and report the incident. He's upstairs.
As you can see, the local slang is completely organically mixed into the other dialogue. They all took a step back. They knew to make way for me.
Mr. Carpenter?
Yes, Graham Carpenter. How can I help?
One of your workers is a thief. Stole a sack of potatoes.
Oh. I do hope my people haven't taken it into their own hands.
Not yet. Is there a way to solve this peacefully? The guy has a hungry family. That's why he stole.
I won't punish a man for trying to feed his family. Why didn't he simply ask me for more food? Tell him he can keep what he stole. If he needs more, let him come back. It may be that he'll need medicine too. Can you give him this? It's not much, but it'll help.
No offense, but why such generosity all of a sudden? I mean, this distribution of supplies.
I hope to set an example for the other influential families of Oakmont. Together we can make our city a better place. Besides, after the incident with the poisoned fish, people were left with nothing to eat. I had to take action to prevent starvation.
Thank you. I thought Brutus was the head of the Carpenter family. Something changed?
Oh, no, not at all. My father's still in charge. I've simply taken on some of his responsibilities. He's past his prime and needs more rest.
The mask. Why do you wear it?
A war wound. I prefer not to discuss it if you don't mind.
Goodbye.
Definitely seems like it's hinted at with his unusual speech. That I think part of his face is straight up like open. Somewhere around his mouth.
Yeah, you don't get these for staying in your foxhole.
Letter from Boston. Dear Graham, I was very glad to receive your last letter, and I appreciate that you're worried about me. I want to thank you once more for saving my life in that battle. I'm sorry about what happened to your face. You could have just left me there, dying, but you didn't. I'm forever in your debt. Jones.
I've seen this face before.
Yep.
Paris, December 1918. Right after the guns stopped firing.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
He's just letting me poke around his room. So he suffered a war wound, a significant one. Probably took half his face off. And he did it while saving somebody. Which should be points in his favor. He certainly seems like he's better than the dude that, you know, burned somebody alive. Don't let Papa Brute have the keys to the room. He already lost them twice around the house. Whoa. We're following something again. This time it's goopy monsters. I'm not sure if I fully understand the difference between the two yet. Must be the nature of what I'm gonna find. Oh, they hid the key in this door. Ah. They hid the key in the cans. We meet you once again, Neptune devouring his son, or Saturn devouring... I think it's Saturn devouring his son? I keep mixing them up. I'm really bad about that. Could they be the gays? Oh no.
Huh. Now, weren't you the one who called Robert an ape lover, Brutus?
It's such a distressing painting. He was prophesied to be defeated by his sons, so he devoured them all, more or less.
This has been empty for years. Seems someone believes eternal life comes in a bottle.
Brutus's diary. This is an unexpected turn of events. I'm on the verge of complete rejuvenation. Frankly, I didn't expect the flock of this age-old church to still exist, let alone assist on my quest. Perhaps his high priest merely feigns disgust at our family proclivities. Or perhaps he finally understands why I must prolong my existence. Regardless, all that remains is to meet with him. The cost is irrelevant, for out of all of Oakmont, I alone deserve eternal life. Tomorrow the city will meet a new, young Brutus Carpenter. Sounds like he accidentally duplicated himself, though, not prolonged himself. Also, to be clear, I'm not bothered by them being gay. It's more that, like, oh my god, like, false exclamation about a relatively rote plot point. Well, probably something that Lovecraft was astonished by once upon a time, or whatnot. So we have the churchgoers wanted Brutus to be cremated. Carpenters are helping the poor. Graham wants to change his family. Brutus met the priest at an old church. Those should go together. All evidence leads to an old Oakmont church that worships Lord of the Woods. Maybe some history books could shed some lights on what the church is. Wants to change his family. Carpenters are helping the poor. Graham motivated to change things. Graham's brave enough to go against the family's traditions. He really wants to change things for better. That's not a choice. There's the question of whether or not Brutus will change, but Graham is a straightforward, dedicated, he does want to change things. And the cremation is still sticking around. We're not done with that. Find an old Oakmont church. Huh. Did I have to have this almost identical plot point established? It seems like now I can go find the old Oakmont church with Lord of the Woods, even though I had another thing that said that there was an old Oakmont church with the Lord of the Woods, which I was trying to find. I was trying to use that to research it, but now an almost identical different quest marker seems like that might be the one I'm supposed to actually look it up with.
Brutus Carpenter, I presume.
Yes, that's right. Did you bring me something to eat? I'm very hungry.
No, sorry.
Ah, well, move on then.
Bye.
That's gonna be a big ol' what the fuck for me. We have a clone of some sort. I don't remember his face exactly, so I don't know how similar they look, but that seems similar to what I remember.
Something wrong.
We can't ask him about it. So at this point we've more or less accomplished everything. But I should revisit the dude.
Don't you have work to do?
Yes, I do.
Yesterday, we're beating up newcomers. Today, we're hiring them. So what's gonna happen tomorrow?
I don't know. Inclusivity? I know, right? Crazy. I don't know how we'll survive.
Me again. You can relax. Everything's been taken care of. The sack is yours.
Oh, bless you, sir. My little ones will eat today because of you.
Look, I talked to Carpenter about your situation. He said to come by whenever you've a need. He'll do right by your family.
Really? I didn't know Mr. Carpenter was so generous. That family sure has changed. Thank you again, friend.
You said the Carpenters have changed. What were they like before?
Well...
Hey, you can shoot straight with me. It's all right. We'll keep it between us.
Worse. A lot worse. Criminals and murderers. Rumors are their boss, Brutus, defiled several women and got away scot-free. Terrible. People called them a grand family. Their word is law in Oakmont, along with the Throgmortons and Blackwoods. Tread carefully with them.
Hey, listen. I've got a surprise for you.
A surprise? Okay. What is it?
Carpenter wanted me to give you this.
Kay bless him and his generosity. Please, send him my thanks.
It counted as an inventory item, didn't it? Yep. Which means that means the one he gave me got thrown away, just like the one when I walked in. So I've thrown away 2 first aid kits over the course of this quest, then gave him one of the 3 that I walked in with in the first place, because it wasn't a quest item. Yeah, that's just kind of silly.
I pray that Kay grants me one more day.
All right, goodbye, Irish potato famine. That joke writes itself. So now we want to look into researching this guy again. Most likely via a history book, which points back to the library. It's gonna be really funny if it works this time, because I'm like, this is the same. It's basically the same exact source, or whatever you want to. I don't know what to call those things. Quest, sub-marker, and quest entry, I guess. I'm just trying to think of what to call these guys in the casebook. All these guys. And I'm not totally sure what to call these things. I guess quest entries or something. Here we go. I guess you're required to wait for the book icon to show up, which kind of further reduces how much you're actually doing any investigation. Ancient. Local. Nah, it's probably modern. Yeah. Old, but not old enough to matter. Prayer to the heavens. Another prominent Oakmont place of worship was the Redemption Church. Its flock venerated Kay as the Lord of the Woods, the shepherd of lost lambs. Redemption Church was at one time the city's largest congregation, but its influence dwindled after St. Michael's Church of the Burning Bush was founded. Redemption Church still stands in Central Salvation Harbor on Marsh Avenue between Polaris Road and Old Church Road. Well, then let's get our asses over there. Central Salvation Harbor. Here we go. Marsh Avenue. Between Polaris and Old Church. Right there. It's probably this building, honestly. Yeah, that would make the most sense. It's one of the local landmarks and all that. What else would it be?